I set out to create a video about this HF mini whip, which is an E-field probe plus impedance converter, and it comes with loads of RG174 and a bias T-box. I set it up in the window and connected it to a malachite SDR. The results were underwhelming. It had been working just fine when it was outdoors, but I'd brought it in recently. And now the coax seemed to be incredibly noisy when it was wobbled. In fact, the whole thing seemed to be noisy. No matter what you touched, it all seemed to crackle. So I laid it all out and started a systematic search along the wire. I thought that connector was faulty, but that turned out to be red herring as well. So back to working my way along the cable. The idea was to keep most of the cable still while just fiddling with a small section of it. At this point the receiver wasn't working at all. There was just no signal. At last a result. Now I'm trying to narrow down which side of the cable the break is. Just when you thought you'd located the problem, it would turn up somewhere else. It was almost as though there was multiple problems in the cable. The whole cable was wonky. Finally, I had to bite the bullet and break the cable open. The cable was very lumpy in many places, so I cut one of the lumps open, and this is what I found. It was all corroded inside. The braid had turned to powder, a white powder, and the copper had oxidised away. The amplifier is powered up the line, so if the cable is broken, the amplifier is not going to get any power. That's why it was gone intermittent. It had been outside for about 6 months, and obviously there was a break in the cable somewhere and the water had got in with devastating results. So RG174, this is not particularly good outside. That's the moral of the story. Now this stuff is marked RG174, but I've got serious doubts over its authenticity. This, I think, is probably Chinese copy. I mean, this stuff looks like copper, but I've never seen copper oxidised like that. I mean, it looks more like aluminium oxide, that does, that white powder. Anyway, I'll come back to this and I'll make a future video about the mini whip. Thanks for watching. Bye.